Hello guys, DJ Aaron here. It has been a while since I've done a video, and today we are going to do a video on a bit of software that I've been using for, I guess, since the early days of my live streaming existence, really. And that bit of software is called Sony SoundForge. This is Sony SoundForge Audio Studios version 9. This came out in the Vista and Windows 7 era. And what is cool about this software is you can do quite a bit with it, even though it is limited to just a simple single waveform canvas. You can still do quite a bit of stuff with it, quite a bit of audio editing, etc. So the first thing we're going to go over is the vinyl and restoration tool. People like recording vinyl to their computers or any digital source for that matter, and take it with you. So that's always been the thing that people like to do. For a long time, I've been recording stuff to CDRs. I had a home audio CD recorder, and I used to record stuff to that all the time, and then rip it into the computer and, have it digitally. Now, it's a lot simpler. And Audacity even does this too. You can record your vinyl straight to your hard drive. And in some ways, it's a lot simpler and easy to do. With this bit of software, it's very easy and simple. All you have to do is just press record, and you're ready to go. You're good to go. And in some ways, it's very easy. In other ways, it is very hard because you have to record one set of tracks for the first side and another set of tracks for the second side, which can confuse people with the track numbers because the fact that this software works rather differently. So you can also use a tape deck with this stuff, and it will work pretty good as well. And you can kind of see that the levels are kind of jumping a little bit is because I got my arms on the table, etc. Normally when you're recording, you don't want to do that. So we have this set to line in. So now that we have our levels set, we can now click next, and then you have your record button here. Now this record button is very functionable. Okay, so I will press start, and then I will hit record. And it's that easy to record. Alright, so what happens when you're done with the recording? Well, you press stop. Very simple. And what's nice is you can hit record again. Alright, after the first side, you hit record again, and then you can continue. So we're going to press stop right now, and we're going to click next. And alright, so if I show you, it will do a track marker for each thing. Normally it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay? So you have to enter in all the tracks manually. So if we go back, okay, you got track 1. You could do album, artist, genre, and track title. Okay? So you would enter your track titles in down here, If you have one track like this, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do this. All right. Album title. Okay, album title is Hair of the Dog. Dog. And album artist is Zazareth. And then genre is rock. And then hair of the dog. Next, I'll do peak. And save track. We'll go MP3 192. And next, it saved it. It was that quick. And now we have our test track. We'll have to go back to documents. And it has Nazareth, Hair of the Dog, track 1, Hair of the Dog. So you kind of see a difference in how it does things. Okay, so that's the track. So as you can see, it tags it. So that is a good thing. And I only did this for demonstration, so that's MP3 192. Since that track is only 25 seconds, go ahead and delete that and whatnot. And the best thing that I like about this bit of software thus far is the ability to record directly from a line-in source. This is really good if you're like archiving shows and you want a single track, record everything. Well, you got your option, you know, stereo, 44 100 hertz, 16-bit, etc. You have multiple takes. You could do over 2 hours of recording time. Very seamless anyways. So to record from a direct line-in source, I'm going to bring the tone arm up. To record directly from a straight line-in source from the computer, first arm your recording, and then when you're ready, you just hit record. And then you hit play on whatever source you have. In this case, the MacBook Pro. I got the headphone volume turned down, so you can't actually hear it. So it is recording right now Chop Suey by System of a Down. And this is pretty good for like show applications where, you know, you're doing multiple things and, you know, while streaming, you have to kind of keep track of certain stuff. This is pretty beneficial because I can actually get a Mixcloud recording done, or should I say a show archive recording done up on Mixcloud like 5-6 minutes after the show has ended, which is nice. So when we're done with recording, we can hit stop, and I'm going to hit stop on Virtual DJ, and I'm going to close this. So we have a little bit of a palette to work with. Normally, I will cut a bit of this off. So when you guys listen to it on Mixcloud, there isn't much of a, should I say, dead space. So I like to cut out as much dead space as I can, and, you know, have a good show ready. Sometimes I kind of lack doing that for some shows it's okay to leave a little dead space, but for certain shows that I take the time in working on and getting up for you guys, those ones get the beginning chopped out of it. So it goes right into the action, and you don't have to worry about sitting through like 2.5 minutes of dead space, which sometimes I do lack on that. So we have our recorded bit. So it goes boom right into it. So when you take the time to do recorded shows, take the time to snip out the beginning part, because people are listening to it and be like, this person didn't do such a good job at taking out the dead space. So you kind of want it to go into that. So like always, to save it, you go up to Save As, and I'm just going to go Test, and we're good to go. We could save metadata file with it. I'm going to unclick it because I don't want to save the temp file with it. So we're just going to go there. And now we're going to go, see, it's still going to save the SFK file with it because I always end up deleting it anyways. So now we can play it back, and what I just cut out of that is now in the recording. So there we go. Recording is very simple. The software is very simple to use. If you're into just, see right there, it just errored out. Okay, so the window test MP3 refers to one or more media files and another application, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just screwed that up, but it's not a big deal. So when I reopen it again, it's just going to say it ain't going to retrieve the file, so it's not a big deal. So we can just go into documents and nothing's there. So I kind of did a boo-boo on that. So yeah, that was my error because I deleted the file out of Windows Explorer. So, or should I say File Explorer in the new Windows. It used to be called Windows Explorer because that's what the File Explorer used to be called. So this bit of software actually does have a compatible thing, properties. Alright, so in compatibility, in the about thing on Sony SoundForge, it says Windows Vista. Okay, so even though this operating system is set to run it in Windows 10 mode only, because Windows Vista is grayed out. So if I want to run this in Windows Vista mode, all I have to do is click Apply and relaunch the program. Hopefully it don't crash on me. So there you go. You can run it in compatibility mode, which is simple. So if I wanted to go back to Windows 10 mode, all I have to do is go Properties, Compatibility, and untick this and apply. So since it's running good in Windows 10 mode, there is no reason to hit the compatibility. Only when you have issues, select the compatibility mode. So since this software is running great in Windows 10, I don't have to run it in compatibility. So okay, program did fucking A. Anyways, we're going to launch that again because it came out of compatibility mode when I was changing things. So as you can tell, this software opens just fine in Windows 10 mode, and there's no need to run it in Windows Vista mode. But the option is there if it's needed. So anyways, the about SoundForge Studios, there is some information in there like the serial key and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you guys because you know, it is registered to me. Well, you probably kind of saw the serial number when for a split second when I opened the software. But serial number with this software, even though the activation server is still online, the actual product, or should I say the serial key, is long since expired. So it's only for one-time use. So if you are wondering, there's no way you can crack this software because the fact it's only used for one person and it's one-time use. So that's one of those things to look out for. So that is probably why nobody can find a cracked version of this software. So and for free, what have you. So anyways, this does come with quite a few tools and trimming tools, delete, etc. All this stuff is grayed out because I don't have anything in here at this point in time, but you can extract from audio CD if the CD drive is actually working. Mine isn't working right now because a CD exploded in it a while back and I unplugged everything. So the CD drive is not working at this point in time. So yeah, we have open, we have new, we have publish, we have get media from the web. We also have exit. Exit just exits program. We have edit, like I showed you, all this stuff, all these tools. We have explorer. We have region list. We have video preview. That would work if you had a supported video codec that actually works with this. You can edit some videos on here, but it's not a video editor per se. We have channel meters. You can check that or uncheck it. Give yourself a little more of a broader canvas. Toolbars, special, you have transport, all the buttons here. Regions list gives you different regions list. Center cursor, insert marker, insert region, etc. Rebuild peak data, etc. Process, bit depth converter, a DC offset, EQ, fade, insert silence, invert flip, mute, normalize pan, resample, reverse, smooth, enhance, swap channels, time stretch, and volume. There's just a lot of stuff you could do with this, including tools like the vinyl recording and restoration, burn track at once, CD audio. Yes, you could burn with this, which actually would help when you actually record vinyl straight to the software. You could burn it as well. So there's just tons of stuff you can do with this. We have preferences. This allows you to do different things like setting up different stuff, audio, playback buffering, record buffering. Record buffering is in the middle. You have display, video, and yes, you could do frame numbers. Allow pull down removal when opening 24 PDV. So we have just different stuff in here that you can just do. Pretty cool. And it has to show me how tutorial, etc. But I think that's kind of it for the software. There really isn't much to explain about. Just the functionality of it and how it works, and wondering what everything is used for, etc. So I've been using this software since, should I say, since I got the turntable back in 2009. Is when I really started doing the, should I say, different stuff with it. So that's it. Peace out, practice and enjoy, and we'll see you guys in the next video, which should be coming up right after this one, followed up right after this one is uploaded. Anyways, we'll see you then.